What's up everybody, it is Starlight Lightsman here with a new video. Today coming at you guys with the Aeroclassics 1/400 scale. This is the WOW Air Airbus A330-300. So I just got this model from the Airliners Collectible Show in New Orleans, Louisiana, as you guys would know. And if you've watched my latest couple of videos, I picked up a few other models. Won't be doing reviews of two others, so I'm doing the review of the Swiss 333 and the WOW Air A330. So as you can see, this is a Aeroclassics model. It doesn't have any antennas on it. The detail on it probably isn't quite as strong as Phoenix models would have. Phoenix models actually just came out with this model recently in their latest release, so that's going to be pretty exciting if you were to get that model. But I got the Aeroclassics one since it was right there, and I just think it's a pretty cool livery, pretty cool model all around. Plus, WOW Air is actually servicing San Francisco, so you'll see this in my next update for San Francisco, which I know I keep bringing up these model airport updates, but it's sort of pointless since I don't even have the house yet where we're going to be living in New York. If you watch my latest video, you know I'm moving here, so I don't know when I'm going into the house. I'm literally just moving around hotels across New York until we can actually get into the house. So we're just in this kind of iffy time where we don't really know when we're going to go in. Most likely it's going to be within the next 2 weeks. Which technically means that when I get in there, I should be able to make model airport videos like ASAP, but, you know, things can always go wrong, and I don't really know what to expect at this point, since I'm supposed to be in the house, like, right now, but, yeah, I mean, things can always just turn out unexpected, so, yeah, but anyways, we're going to be jumping into the review of the WOW Air A330-300 by Aeroclassics, and, so as you can see, the box, first of all, is not necessarily normal. Like I said, Phoenix models just recently released this model, but before that, the Aeroclassics was the only one who had this model out. The WOW Air livery looks pretty cool, and as you can see, the box here is a bit different to any others. It's just got like a part in the middle that's just cut open so you can see inside. It says Big Bus Models on the top. I believe it, I would call this, as you can see in the title, it's an Aeroclassics model. I wouldn't call this a Big Bus model. I know it's an Aeroclassics model itself, but, you know, it says Big Bus Models on the top because that's what they have for their boxes. So as you can see, they would use this exact box for all of the models that they make that are the A330-200, the A340-200, the A330-300, and then the A340-300. One other thing to notice is that, obviously, the box itself looks pretty blank. You can't see WOW Air anywhere on it, just on the front or the back. So as I go to the side here, you can see on it, the A330-300 one, you can see it says WOW Air right there, also with the registration TF-GAY. So that's just a sticker they put on, so that's what Aeroclassics does to basically tell you that is the model that is inside. And then on the back, we've just got Big Bus Models once again, just showing that A330s and A340s would go in here, that have the -200 and 300 variant would go in this box. So, yeah, let's jump into the model. I'm just going to put it over here since that box isn't really that good. So, yeah, let's take a look at the model. There's the nose of the aircraft. As you can see there, cockpit windows, got the L1 door there. Then we have the Icelandic flag. We have the front landing gear below that. Under the Icelandic flag, it also says wowair.com in really small titles. Moving on, we have the L2 door, and then the beginning of the big WOW titles on the front of the fuselage, or sorry, just like in the middle of the fuselage, which are white on a all purple fuselage, which I think is a pretty cool livery personally. I think honestly, what I'd have to say for this model, in general, if you don't have it yet, and if you don't even have ICELAND Air yet, I'd probably recommend getting this model. The livery on this is just outstanding. It's just one that you'd see from a mile away, and just one looking through all the different liveries. Oh, you've got Delta and United and American. It's wait, there's WOW Air in the middle. That kind of stands out. It's just one of those models, I think, and just one of those cooler looking liveries. You also have going to Iceland written on the purple engine. Moving on with the rest of the fuselage, I'll just give you a wing view from the top here. There's a top view of the wing there. And then moving on with the rest of the fuselage, as you can see, it's just continuing with the purple. And then we go into the registration, TF-GAY. This is the exact same registration that Phoenix Models has just released, so, yeah. Up next, we have the WOW Air tail and her logo on the tail. I just think this is a pretty cool logo. Like, all in all, I do like their livery, and I just think it's I don't know, it's like, I mean, for a low-cost airline, you know, they're not really too well known. They just kind of started like big international operations. I mean, like sort of I would count as long haul operations from San Francisco to Iceland. So I just think it's a pretty like sick livery, honestly. And then moving on to the other side, we'll see the exact same going to Iceland on the engines there, and then we have also the wingtips. I forgot to mention on the wingtips, those also are purple. And then from the inside, you can see it's got Wow Air written on the inside of them. So there's a view from the other side. As you can see, same exact details. We also got the couple cargo doors going through here. Baggage door at the bottom there. And then I'll just give you a view from the other side. So there's a view of the underbelly. As you can see, that's all purple. Once again, purple engines, front landing gear, and then we got the stand for or the hole for the stand, main landing gear right there, and then the horizontal stabilizers here. So yeah, it's the underbelly of the aircraft, registration there, as you can see. And that's pretty much it for the aircraft. Not much else to talk about. Once again, like, overall, I'm really glad I did get this aircraft. Sadly, I didn't get the Phoenix Models one, though. Like, at this moment, I mean, the thing is, the Aeroclassics one, I haven't really seen available on any stores. Like, I'm not really sure how rare this model actually is. Like, I just haven't seen much of it. I don't know if just, like, many people, like, didn't get it or something, but there aren't really, like, I don't think there's any reviews of this aircraft on YouTube either, so I don't know. It's probably a semi-rare aircraft. At the moment, like, just based on the livery and based on just the look of it, I would definitely recommend getting it. I just think it's, I don't know, they're sort of like an airline you wouldn't necessarily hear of. It's one of those ones where it's like, oh, Iceland. Oh, I know the one airline in Iceland. It's Iceland Air. Well, no, now there's Wow Air, and, you know, there's a one more airline there, I think. So they're definitely growing as an aviation, kind of, you know, like the airlines there are kind of growing. San Francisco is a brand new destination. ICELAND Air doesn't even serve, and this is the biggest aircraft that's going to be flying into Iceland. I'm not sure in the passengers the difference there. I'm not sure if the ICELAND Air 763 is bigger than the A330-300 in terms of passengers and what the ICELAND Air configurations are compared to the Wow Air ones, but you know, either way, they are definitely fitting in some long-haul aircraft into Iceland, and just feeding in those passengers for the summer season at the moment. I don't know if this is going to be a seasonal service to San Francisco. I know that Wow Air is still continuing services to Washington, I believe. I don't think they're flying to New York yet, but probably Newark, and then they're also doing services. Iceland Air is doing services to, like, Chicago, Minneapolis, Denver, Anchorage. Like, they're all over the place in the U.S. now, and then obviously they have big European just destinations all around. You can go to France, Germany, London, everywhere. So it's a pretty cool just setup, and overall probably would recommend getting the Phoenix Models one, but still it's pretty good details. Obviously you'll see this in my next model airport, and yeah, this will probably be my last review for a little while, like I said at the start. I'm just in this little part of my life where I'm just iffy, and I don't really know what's going on, and I don't know when I'm going to get into a house. So things are just up in the air at the moment, and at the moment I don't have any money either, so I won't be able to get any more models. I do have 2 more models. If you watch my latest videos, you know that I have the American 738, which is in the TWA retro livery, and then I've also got the Iceland Air Hekla Aurora 757-200. So yeah, and it's a total of 4 models that I just got, so you'll be able to see all those in my latest model airport updates, which hopefully will come out within the next 2 weeks. I obviously will let you guys know when I'm in the moment, like right there at the house, because when I do move in, I'm just going to set up my airport like ASAP and immediately make an update for some airport. Probably is going to be SFO, since Swiss is going to be starting to use the 333 there. Wow Air is starting. The TWA can go there as well, so just expect some pretty cool updates to come through, and thanks very much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.